Hi class, I wanted to give you some video feedback. First of all, I can't believe that this is editing for the web and not web design next year that you'll have, because you guys have just done such a great job. The amount of work that you accomplished this week, some of you probably already started this, but you really are way ahead, and we'll be looking at these again next year, so you'll have time to update, and you'll change a lot between now and then. You'll have more material. So, but based on where you are right now, I'm going to give you a little bit of feedback. Okay, Annalise, you have a lot of work on here. You don't need quite as much. I would be selective. This I recognize from the certificate or from aesthetics, so probably not, this probably isn't your most unique, okay? Some others are, that might be good. So yeah, probably don't need so much on this homepage, all right? Just, I like that and that. And try and keep with a brand. I know, assignments are kind of all over, you're practicing different things, but on your website, you really only need, 3 or 4 of your best pieces. Let's move contact to the end. It is linking up well. This probably really don't need to have that there, and you'll eventually link up and brand those social media sites. Good. I think you might be able to find a font that goes with this that's not quite, because of this image, not quite so traditional, okay? You don't want it to be too, too much of a display font, but something that would go with this that kind of continues your vibe that you have going on, okay? Okay, so this is where you can put, 6 of your pieces maybe, and then have maybe 3 on the front, or 1 or 2. That would be really good. And then what you'll need when you click on these is a little bit of explanation for your asset guide, all right? So it may be that will be underneath it, or when you click on it, all right? So, and you'll see different ways that has been addressed in this video, all right? Great start. Okay, Denson, I wanted to tell you the logo is not, and the images are not showing up right away. They're broken. Links is what they appear to be at first. So check out the sizes of these and how they were uploaded, all right? This looks like it could be a screenshot from, it's got a moire pattern, like it's a screenshot of a screen maybe. So be careful with that. Update the date here. This and this, they seem to be a little more cohesive. This one, a little less so. I suppose it's the colors, and I suppose it's the way the titles are treated with the background, and the fact that they're the same dimensions. And I would make this the same, although the DC wouldn't necessarily work that way. But keep an eye out for some of the images that will work here. Okay, this, you're probably going to want to create that in Illustrator for sure. Close this space up a little bit, and these links, I think I checked those and they work. Let's not put your actual address, okay? And it looks like these need to be linked up. Okay, I liked this, and you'll go through these and make sure that they're edited, certainly by the time you get to web design. Close up this gap, raise the footer. If it's not raising, it means there's something there in the way, or something is hidden and in the way that has to be moved. Let's bring contact up here to the end instead of a drop down. You don't need a drop down. It's not that big of a site, so let's just put that over here. And instead of having this white background, just have the letters, but create it in Illustrator so that it is scalable. Illustrator is a scalable vector graphic, an SVG. And that means no matter how big or small you make it, it's going to be clean, okay? Because it's with vectors and not pixels like Photoshop. All right, so that's the information there. Looking through some of these things, wedding engagement, I don't see that referenced on the front like some of the others. Try, and this is for everybody, try to have your thumbnail image not cropped like this, okay? And you'll just choose your best. And when you do, you can see the file name here. You'll want to name your files something short and simple and descriptive rather than, you know, the JPEG number or PNG here. Okay, make sure images do not, anything covers eyes, okay? And everything is in focus, okay? If you're going to use an image, it needs to be sharp, not just enlarged, okay? And you'll have time to create some of those perhaps this year. Okay, nice. Again, the file names. Okay. The food so far seems to be some of your best, and so you wouldn't have to put wedding engagement. These I'm unsure of. Okay, if they're yours, just rename them. If not, then replace them. That's all I can say. Okay, but yeah, the wedding engagement, that could be totally different site actually, right? Because it doesn't really fit in with food and nature so much. The type of, you know, food that you're showing here. Okay, all right, terrific start, terrific start. I like this image. Be careful here with logos. Sometimes we have to blur those out, all right? Great start. All right, Christopher, there's a lot of great things about your site, and you've updated this. Good job, and I think you've linked up. The only thing here is the background and the image gallery are conflicting. You would do better with a plain background, all right, so that we can just focus on this. I get a lot like that, and this looks great, love it. It just isn't working with a gallery over it. Now, if you don't want to put your gallery here, it might work as a home page, but not with all of it so much over it. It's just a little too busy, all right? But otherwise, this is laid out well. Just make sure your spacing is consistent between all of your elements and all of your paragraphs, okay? But I like it a lot. I like the way you've done this. Just make sure, I haven't looked at this in detail, make sure that you have listed what you use to create this, okay? So when we go to your works, I think we see these again. Do we need them twice? You could put your asset guide here, at least, put Illustrator or whatever you use, okay, for sure. And again, making sure things are not cropped and there's padding even around your thumbnails. Okay. I love the colors that you've chosen. Okay. All right, so yeah, that's the biggest thing is this particular background throughout. If it were just black, it'd be fine. Okay, you don't have to do a lot. Good. All right, terrific start. Okay, Taylor. All right, you are linked up. Nice. Let's use a Gmail instead of your student email. And you have all of this. Very good. Okay. And you'll revisit these things again. Good. You told us exactly what you used. It's very helpful. you only need these in one place. If the footer is going to have this always, then you won't really need it like that. Okay, just one set is fine. And your headers are consistent, really good. I would recommend that you have a home page, rather than, I know it will go back clicking here, but as a web standard, people will like to see that. Otherwise, terrific start. I can't wait to see where this is next year. All right, good work. Laura, very nice. Love that you have been really mindful and consistent with your colors and your projects. And really for everybody, as you are creating things over the next year or so, think about your brand and, the style guide you made, and design your projects with that in mind, okay? So that your brand is always there. These link up. There was something, I think just the difference in the spacing and the size there. It doesn't bother me so much, except maybe we don't need the bullet. Maybe it needs just its own little space. Maybe even still left a line. Or maybe it just needs a little space after process, after the introduction. That may be enough, and then take the bullet off, I think. Nice and nice. Okay, that was a great speech. Okay. I love how you've done this, and I love that you're talking about ethical clothing. Okay. I wonder if this needs to be 3 or just 2 paragraphs. You'll probably add or change it over the next year. It's fine. Nope, you've got that. Okay. I thought there was one thing. Good. Watch for that. Very nice. Okay. Yeah, can't say enough great things about it. It looks really good. Everything is working really well. Nice work. Keep up the good work. All right, Zanetta. I like, everything that you have put on here. You've even filled this out, which ordinarily people don't. But a CV is usually for professors and so forth, a list of, their books, their papers, and things like that, a curriculum vitae. But you probably want a resume is probably what you want. And just, you don't even have to have it. Projects is fine. Okay. All right. And everybody, make sure you're using Grammarly or Language Tool from a Chrome extension. Good. Very good, very clear. I love this. I can see what you use to create it, and that's super important. And I would take the login off. So disable that. Okay. There's a little bit of scrolling to get to this, but it's okay. It doesn't bother me. And all right. So this is a terrific start. I can't wait to see where you are next year. You are really so close. I like this. The only thing I felt like you could probably over the next year, and you'll actually have this as an assignment coming up. Take your cell phone around your dwelling and look for natural light through windows and so forth, and try and get a nice, sharp, well-lit profile shot for yourself, only because this, which I love, doesn't actually match that one so much. They're, to be on the same page like this, it has a totally different feel, okay? And this one feels more in focus, a little bit more in focus, but you'll be doing that over the year, and you'll change. You may look different next year, but yeah, I'm really excited. I want to see where this tech guru goes. Right? Well done. Okay, Ketsia. Nice. I think I wanted. Let's see. All right. These aren't. If I click on this, will it take me to Instagram, I think. Yeah, I feel like, okay, here, make sure you name your photos, all right? So when we slide on them and so forth, we don't get the JPEG. And that will also affect accessibility, okay? And it will affect SEO because Google will index images, the name of images. So, that's where you want to put what you do. Okay. Media, something. Okay. I do like the way you've worked this out. I really do. I think it's very nice. It doesn't bother me that you have this here and here because they're in different, colors, but I don't feel like you need both on this page for sure. And since it's on this page, you can take that off. This is on every page, so it's there. I do think you need a contact link up here, and you want to be careful. It may need to be another page. You could have it at the end, but when you link to it, it's its own page and it goes immediately to it. You may see some other examples as we go on. Okay, love it. You're consistent. You tell me what you've used. And right, we don't want too many. And of course, you're not going to launch with that. I know that. Okay, terrific start. I can't believe you guys are just creating your draft. Maybe you started this already, but if not, either way, well done. Okay, so Simone, it's taking a little while. It could be that the image is a big file. I really like the way you addressed everything. I think it's working well. Be sure that you have padding around your, questions. And that all your links are working. Check all that. I personally, I like the audio. Sorry about that. I like the audio that you have, but it was on when I landed on it, and I prefer to have the option to turn it on. So that's something that you want to think of. Usually we do not have music starting when they land on something because somebody could be in a meeting, or anything else like that. So terrific start. Again, resume or works, the list of your work, which I don't see here. You'll need examples of your work. Okay. Let's take your phone number off unless it's a Gmail number of Google Voice. Okay. Let's close that space up. All right, great start. I can't wait to see where this is going to go by next year. All right, well done. All right, Chelsea. Really fun. One of my favorite templates for graphic designers for sure. Make sure when you click on it, we have a little bit of information and the work is named, okay? Your file. Let's see. Same thing as center, the picture, or, you'll have more photos over the year to do. Let's have that left aligned. And by that time, you won't say I'm a student. You'll have graduated or almost have graduated. And so unless you want to launch this right away, which is fine. I know people who after 2 weeks of taking the class are getting paid to make some simple sites. So I definitely encourage that. Okay. All right. So yeah, you have your work on your home page. So I'm going to say that's fine. Okay. All right. Well, everybody, I really like how much you've put into your sites this week. You've done such a great job. And next week we have Thanksgiving. So some of the dates may change a little bit when you enter your class. You will have a week 1 that is open, and then your break will begin Wednesday or Thursday, depending. So I'm not sure we'll have any more video feedback, so I just want to tell you how great it's been to have you this month and how proud I am of everything that you've built. Really terrific job. You've had a great month.